Hi guys, we are going to go into some foam rolling today. Hello, hello. So going into some foam rolling today. Today we're going to focus on knees. So go ahead and grab a foam roller, preferably a soft foam roller, maybe not this soft, but try to go with a softer foam roller. If you don't have a soft foam roller, grab a yoga mat or a towel and roll that roller up in it. And we'll use that. So grab that. Also, if you have massage balls, go ahead and get your massage balls, and then also a book or a block. So we're going to need that today to focus on knees. So focusing on knees, those cranky knees. And if you don't have a foam roller or whatever, I'm putting a link in the Instagram live, pinning that. So there's a link, Amazon links, and also in the YouTube. There's Amazon links to my recommendations for foam rollers and massage therapy tools, including the yoga tune-up balls. So again, welcome. We are going to do some foam rolling and stretching for specifically the knees. The knees can be a little complicated. So if you're having some knee issues, I have knee issues. I've had knee injuries. So a lot of times it's not the knees, it's either coming from the hips or the ankles or feet, like the lower leg. So above or below the knees is usually where knee issues are coming from. So let's get right to it. I'm going to focus more on the front of the knee pain. People also can have back of the knee pain, but I'm going to focus more on the front of the knee pain. So we're going to go through loosening up some stuff and then going through some stretches to hopefully help those cranky knees. Okay, let's start with shins. A lot of times our shins, the tightness in our shins are going to contribute to knee pain. So go ahead and grab your block. And if you don't have a block, grab a book or something like that. If you have a low coffee table, you could also use that. Just be very careful. And then your massage balls. If you don't have a massage balls, I'll show you an alternative. Go ahead, put the balls down. And then place the shin on the ball. So the bone's in the middle of the balls, and then we're working the shin muscle. And go ahead and start to roll up and down. You're probably going to feel this is very tender, a very tender area. So we're rolling up and down. Especially the very top. So get that very top of the shin. And then pause and twist your leg side to side. I'm going to get you going on this and show you alternative on the foam roller. And then pause again and move your foot around. So if you don't have the ball or the block, you can do this on the floor, but you're not going to be able to move the foot around, which is very important. Okay, so if you don't have the balls, go ahead and grab your roller. And you're going to hop up on the roller, lean to one side, and roll up and down. Okay. And you can move the foot around on that as well. So here we go. We're going to lean to the side, focus on one leg, rolling up and down, and then move the foot around. So there's your alternative if you don't have the balls. The balls are far more, I guess they get in there a little bit better than the rollers. But either is fine. So just work the whole length of that shin, rolling, and then do a little twist and do some foot circles. Let me know if you have knee injuries. Have you had knee injuries? What kind of knee injuries? Where do you feel your knee pain? Please leave a comment and let me know where that knee crankiness is for you. Personally, I've dislocated my kneecaps several times on each leg. The last being a couple years ago. So, and I don't have a fantastic story about how I did it. It was very ordinary and not exciting. I should really make up a good story though. So rolling, twisting, and then moving the foot around. Okay, and then go ahead and switch sides. Starting at the top, as you can probably feel, it's super close to the knee, and that tension is going to trickle up. So rolling, twisting, moving the foot around. Go ahead and work up that knee. Oh, okay, so we've had some total knee replacements. Okay, so it's a mixed bag for knee replacements as far as most people feel far better. I've worked with people, and my mom has had both knees replaced, that some doctors say don't ever get down on your knees like this again. And some doctors tell you it's okay. So, you know, you need to listen to your body and see, is this okay for you? If you cannot get in this position, the bent knee, elevate up. So like I said, if you have a coffee table, you could probably get in that position somehow. Now, keep working that leg. I'm going to show an alternative. If the knee thing is, you can also, that might be a little bit better. You can come in this position and roll. Certainly not as effective, but it might be better if you can't get down and bend the knee that much. But even more important that you keep the tissue healthy around that knee if you had a knee replacement or surgeries. You get that scar tissue formed. All right, so finish that up. And let's see, any other comments? Hello, hello. Okay, people just saying hi. Okay, so finish up the shins, and now we're gonna work on the upper thighs. So this is where I recommend a soft roller because we're gonna work the quad, IT band area. And a soft roller is far, far nicer than a hard roller. Pick your poison, whatever you prefer, just as long as you do it, because this is important to do. We're going to do this one leg at a time, and we're going to kind of get both at the same time. So move the roller over to one side. Let's work the right side and start right above the knee. And let's lean to the outer thigh. So lean into the right side and start to roll up and down. So, you know, we talk about IT band, and tightness in that tissue can contribute to knee pain. We cannot stretch the IT band. It's just not possible to stretch it, but we can release some tension around it. So that means the quads and the hamstrings. So when you roll your IT band, you're releasing some tension, but you're really not affecting it per se. So there you go. All right, so rolling up and down, and then bring your foot towards your butt. And again, we're kind of leaning on the outer part of it. If you want to lean a little bit more, that's fine too. And get right close to the knee. All right, and then roll up. And I will be focusing more on more hips than lower leg. And then kick towards the butt. So if this doesn't help you too much, it's probably going to be coming from the lower leg. Ankles, lower leg mobility, if the hip stuff doesn't help you too much with the knee pain. All right, then hit it one more time, going all the way at the top of the thigh, rolling. And then kicking. Okay, I know that's not fun, but the softer roller makes it more fun. So go ahead and switch sides. And you know your limit. You don't want to go into pain mode. You go to the edge of the pain cave. If you guys follow Kelly Starrett, go to the edge. You don't go past, don't go into the pain cave. All right, so again, kind of roll on the outer edge, get close to the knee, especially if that's where you're feeling some pain, right along that outer edge of the knee. Rolling and then kicking. And I'm sure you guys can just feel the tension in the quads. Like we just hold a lot of tension there, and that affects our hips, affects our knees, affects a lot of things. So how we sit, how we walk, you know, all those things. Okay, now slowly come off. Okay, so we hit a couple with the roller. Now we're going to go into what I like to call elasticity training. All right. So elasticity training is going to train the tissue to respond to life movements. That's what I like to call it, like kind of life, everyday life movements. So we're going to come up and hit those hips. We're going to come into a crescent lunge position. So if you do yoga, this back leg is pretty straight. So this is where you should be feeling the stretch. Where it's 1 second stretches, and you only go to the point of a slight stretch. Now, my left knee is really cranky and crunchy, so I feel this tension just, when I do this, a lot of times it just pulls, like it's just, it won't let go. It takes a while to let go. So adjust as needed. So on the left leg, I have to bend it a little bit. The right leg, I'm fine. So try to keep the leg pretty straight without a bend in the knee, and then we're going to feel this stretch, very gentle stretch. So you're just going to kind of spring up and down, a little bounce up and down, 1 second stretches. We're going to do that 20 times. All right, and then switch legs. And you're going to feel that pull probably go all the way. See here, I'll bend this leg a little bit initially to see how it's feeling. It's feeling okay today. It's not really catching. So I'm going to try to straighten it out a little bit more. Maybe lean back. Okay, so now I'm starting to feel that kind of catch. It kind of catches. So just ease up a little bit. But I'm feeling that tension pull all along the front of the thigh down to the knee. Good. Switch sides again. So let's repeat this 2 times. All right, again, switch. This type of conditioning the tissue, the elasticity, is like reversing years. Because when you're a kid, your tissue is so elastic, like you never get injured. Very, very rarely get injured. So, you know, because you're running, you're jumping, you're doing all these things as a kid, and then we stop doing that as an adult, and our tissue doesn't know how to respond to those movements anymore. So that's why when we turn to get out of a car or pick up something a little too quickly, you know, you throw your back out or whatever it might be. All right, so now we're going to go into some of the resistance stretches. So first stretch, we're going to do a quad stretch. Again, tension in the thighs can contribute to the knee. So I want you to find a wall or a couch. And then make sure you have enough cushion under your knee. Okay, I'll have to give an alternative to the knee replacement person. So you may want to put some cushion under the top of the knee, but try to get in this position, okay? We're going to get in this position. So my foot is on the wall here. I'm going to come over here just to show IG people. So foot is on the wall, and then we're up like this, all right? The closer your knee is to the wall, the more intense this is going to be. If you need to hold on for balance, hold on to balance, because I don't want you to feel this anywhere else except the back quad. Okay, so get in that position. Go ahead and breathe for a little bit, and I'm going to show an alternative if you can't get your knee in that position. So what you're going to do, you're going to come back up into this position, right? And this time you're going to bend. And when we go through the motions, you're going to resist and tuck your butt under. So let's come back into that stretch. Probably already feeling that stretch pretty intensely, right? So feeling the stretch in the back leg. I want you to kick your foot into the wall, push your body away from the wall. You should feel the quad contract. Relax, bring that back. Let's do that 2 more times. Kick away. Relax, bring it back. 1 more time. Kick away. Keep kicking into the wall with this foot. And then resist as you pull back. Make sure this hip isn't hiked up, so push it down. Tuck your butt under and flatten the front of the hip. Again, push forward. Keep pushing forward as you draw back. Again, push forward. Keep pushing forward as you draw back. Good. And then relax, step out of that. Now, if you can't get in that position for the knees, you can also do the standing version, not quite as good. Or you come down to the floor and you bring your foot behind your butt and you pull back as you press your foot into your hand. So that is also an alternative, just to get a quad stretch. Go ahead and switch sides, but this is by far the best. Okay, push the foot into the wall, press your body away, relax, bring it back. Again, push, relax, bring it back. 1 more time, push. Keep pushing into the wall, so you're creating that resistance, contracting this quad, and then pull back. This hip comes down, tuck your butt, flatten the front of the hip. Again, push, keep pushing. And then 1 more time, push, and keep pushing. Good. All right, hands come down, step back, and bring the knee forward. Okay, now we're gonna do the opposite muscles, because it's always good to work opposing muscles. So we're gonna go to medial hamstring. So I want you to step wide. I want you to feel the muscle working in here. Bring your foot slightly in front of your knee. Okay, same principle. We're going to contract the muscle, turn it on, and then we're going to stretch it out. So pressing with the foot, pull your body forward. Relax, bring it back. Pressing with the foot, pull the body forward. Okay, it's starting to turn on for me. I'm going to go a little less resistance. A little less resistance. Now I can feel that muscle working a little bit more. Because sometimes you just use too much resistance. You can't feel it where you should feel it. Keep pushing into the floor with your foot. Extend the hips, have to push the hips back and straighten the leg. And you should feel a nice stretch in the inside back of the leg. And then pull forward. Keep pulling forward. Keep that resistance. You're pressing with the foot and then shooting the hips back. And then 1 more time. Forward. Keep pushing forward, or keep, your momentum's kind of going forward, but you're resisting as you move back. And you might, I just heard a pop behind my knee. So that tension behind the knee, that's not a bad pop, that's just tension releasing. So the hamstrings cross over the knee and attach down here, as well as the calves cross over the knee and attach up here. So if your calves are tight and your hamstrings are tight, you might feel that tension behind the knee. So a little bit of the behind the knee stuff. Okay, same thing here. So press with your foot, create some tension with the foot, walk the foot slightly in front of the knee, and then pull forward. So turning this muscle on, contracting that muscle. All right, relax. And again. One more time. So we always want to turn that muscle on, contract the muscle, make sure we can feel that muscle working. Then keep the resistance, keep that contraction, shoot the hips back, start straightening straighten the front leg. And then repeat. And you only go as far as you can resist. That's what keeps these stretches really, really safe. Keep pushing as you shoot the hips back. And then 1 more time, pull forward. as you pull forward. Keep pulling forward as you shoot the hips back. Good. And release. Okay, so we worked the quads, we worked a little bit of the hamstrings. Now we're going to go into specific knee stuff. We're going to go into a stretch for the knees specifically. So come on down on your back. This is like a knee, like a leg extension. Okay, so we're going to be in this position and get the knee over the hip, and then your other leg is going to be the weight. Okay, so point the toes up of the foot, the leg you're working. So if I'm working the left leg, left toes up. Okay. So you're only going to go 3/4 of the way. The other foot is the weight. Extend 3/4 of the way. And then back down. So you should feel that working close to the knee. Again, push up. And down. See, my left knee is crunchy. All right, so keep pushing up with the bottom leg. Now take your top foot and kind of pull your leg away from you a little bit. Traction out. And then pull back down. And then push back up. And then traction away. Coming down. Going to the point where you feel a stretch around the knee. And then one more time, up. And this actually is probably a little challenging. You're going to feel that burn a little bit. And down. Good. Go ahead and relax. And switch sides. Go ahead, get the knee right over the hip. Push up. And relax. Bring it back down. Push up. And one more time. Push up. Keep kicking up with the bottom leg. Traction away. And then kick it back up about 3/4 of the way. Traction away. So you just gently pull the bottom foot away from the knee with the top foot. And then one more time, up. And traction away. Great. Okay, release that. Now, last thing we're going to do some strengthening for the knee. So I want you to come on up. And this is really great. Really great exercise. Let's see. Make sure that I can. Okay. So I'm going to move the mat because it will make it a little more difficult. What you want to do, you want to turn, say you have a weaker leg, right? So turn that foot slightly out. Turn that foot slightly out. So we turn that foot slightly out. Still, just a little. And you're aiming to feel this work right above the knee. Right on the inside above the knee. And now I want you to reach your other leg forward and tap down. So it's going to look a little bit like this. So angle the left foot out. Left foot's a weaker foot, so I'm going to start with that, or weaker side. And then your hips go in front. And see, for me, this is difficult. And my balance is because this knee is not very stable. So I'm reaching out, and you push the hips, push the weight in front of you as you do this. Really try to balance. Like if you need to hold on to something so you're not wobbling. But reach out in front of you. Reach out in front. And repeat that as many times, up to 20 times. But if you feel your knee is hurting, please don't do it. Go to maybe 5. Maybe you do 5 of these. So this is mimicking going down steps, right? Your knee actually goes over your toe when you go down steps. And a lot of times that hurts. So we need to train in a way that mimics real life and make those areas stronger. So you squeeze the butt a little bit, hips go in front. Now you don't have to reach that far in front. You can reach right here. And you just go small little steps. And again, if you need to hold on to something for balance, go ahead and do that. But try for 20 times. Like my knee's crunching up a storm here. And then switch sides. And again, just angle the foot slightly out. And then you're pushing the hips forward. You're just gently tapping that heel down. You're not resting and then coming up. Barely touching that heel down and then up. And again, you only go to a point where it feels good. It doesn't hurt. And you're helping strengthen the muscles around the knee. Good. So repeat that about 20 times. If you want to do more, feel free to do more. You can do 3 sets of 20, 3 sets of 5, 2, whatever works for you, do it. Hopefully the knees are feeling a little better, a little stronger. Give me a thumbs up if that is good for you. If you felt some change in the knees, hopefully that works for you. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. Also have links to foam rollers and massage balls, Amazon links in the details of the post. So again, my name is Amy. I guess it's not again, I didn't introduce myself. My name is Amy. I'm a stretch therapist here in Miami Beach. So hopefully this little knee session helped you, and stay tuned for more next week. I'll be teaching a class on Tuesday at 11 and then also Thursday at 10:15. So thank you so much for logging in. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.